Welcome back to Adventures of a Black Belt Sommelier. One of the things I love most about this is finding really excellent, really affordable wines to share with you. And I opened one last night that's a perfect example. Especially if you love Amarone, this is kind of like Amarone on training wheels, and it doesn't cost $80 to $800 a bottle. It costs $17 a bottle, and it kind of tastes. It's made in a similar fashion to Amarone, and it tastes a lot like an Amarone. It tastes like a young Amarone. Anyway, it's called Zenato Alinera. The vintage I opened with the 2019. It does retail for about $17. It's a blend of well, I'm going to read this so I get it right. It's a blend of 55% Corvina, 25% Rondinella, 10% Covinone, and 5% Merlot and 5% Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a relatively recent thing that Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon and Syrah are allowed in the DOCG wines of Italy. And the about 35% of the grapes are dried on straw or dried, then not dried on straw mats anymore the way they used to be, but they're dried for 3 to 4 months before the wine is vinified. So this is like, with Amarone, where 100% of the grapes are dried, this is, about a third of the grapes are dried, which gives it a lot of that richness and texture that Amarone has. It's not as sweet as Amarone is when it's young. I think Amarone needs top flight. Amarone needs at least 10 years before it kind of is, the sweetness kind of attenuates that results from the dried grapes. But this wine at 5 years old is perfectly mature. It's beautiful. And it's if you know those Maman preserves, this kind of tastes like if you took some Maman raspberry preserves and mixed it with a healthy dose of crushed, freshly ground black pepper. It kind of tastes like that. And then it has really beautiful mouthfeel. It's really satiny on the palate. It has pronounced salinity. The salinity is not a thing that gets talked about in wine as much as I think it should be. Salinity in wine, kind of like salt in food, enhances the other characteristics. So when you add salt to a dish, it brightens up the flavors. Well, salinity in wine kind of brightens up the flavors in the same way. This one has some pretty pronounced salinity. The real hallmark of this one, I think, is this really soft, kind of caressing feel that it has in the mouth. It's rich, it's textured, and the tannins at 5 years old, the tannins are pretty much entirely integrated in the wine. It's just delightful, beautiful, everyday wine. It's a great wine for hamburger or pizza or barbecue or just anything. I actually have a podcast, another episode where I talked about a great recipe for beef short ribs, braised beef short ribs. This would be the perfect wine with that dish. But it's really just a beautiful, perfect, delicious, everyday weeknight, you know, fun wine with a hamburger or a pizza, whatever you like to eat on Tuesday nights. Be looking for it. It's Zenato, Zenato, Alinera, Alinera. The vintage I tasted was 2019. If you pressed me to give it points, I'd give it, I don't know, 89 to 91 points. And maybe on a different day it would be higher than that. But it was just delightful last night. Really delightful. Thank you for tuning in for Adventures of a Black Belt Sommelier. We appreciate your time and attention very much.